joined by a new creation. Gentlemen, good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
So well, let's start with you. Talk to me about just how this band came together, how you guys met, and ultimately at the end of the day, how you get that sound.
We all from the same church. We go to a church called Covenant World Ministries, and basically that's where we started. And they gave us a studio there. They gave us a room to make a studio there, and that's where we started our sound. You know, we started Friday nights in studio, and you know, he had the guitar, I had the raps, he had the vocals, and we just fused it all up.
And you came out. So how do you describe that sound? What is that sound?
No, it's a mixture of jazz, gospel, R&B, you know, all the music that influences us. Like, he's from a jazz background, he's from a hip-hop background, I'm from a gospel background. But we all met up in church. But that's the sound you will get through our music. It's just that music. Like, we're thinking of a genre of music. What about we call it Too Sly or something, you know? Like, people come up with Motswako and all that, you know, we decide, okay, let's bring up Too Sly.
Too Sly music.
Okay, Too Sly music.
So this Too Sly music, you can put in whatever, you know, we mix everything together, we put it to one sandwich. It's for you to enjoy.
Yeah. Well, but that really is the art of it. It's to find the thing that makes all of you happy, to find the balance in the music, and at the end of the day, it's got to also reflect your age, because you don't want to make music that sounds too old.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, well, our music is for the young people, man. It's for everyone, you know. Wherever we go, wherever we perform, people enjoy our music.
So but does youngsters even know what the Too Slide is? I mean, this is a new concept. Are you going to put out an awareness campaign? Are you going to put up some posters?
Well, basically, I believe a lot of people have been doing what we're doing, like bands like Bongo Muffin, where you had a rapper, kind of, and you have a singer, and you had a Rasta, you know. I believe we're doing something like that. But
Are you
just
the Rasta guy?
giving it a name.
No, shit, there's nothing like that.
We're just giving it a name, Too Sly, you know, because everybody's going to have a Too Sly probably this morning, and they won't put in whatever they put in. In our music, we might as well just put in a little bit of a Lady Smith, Black Mambazo influence too.
We're speaking to Mr. Shabalala a little bit later.
Yeah, so nice, I mean, like, we like to create music in our own way, and in an African way, instead of copying or doing something that's international. No, bring it to home, you know.
Let me bring you in here, Debza, very quickly, because Super was saying something really interesting in an African way. As young musicians, what are you excited about at the moment about that African sound? Because yesterday I had a chat to Questa, and he was talking about the production levels just getting better and better, production quality getting better, musicians understanding their craft better, producers understanding what the market wants.
Well, what I can say we're excited about is that there's more opportunities now, more than before.
Yeah.
Now we have more studios, we have more, you know, we can get interviews like this, you know, I mean, way back it never used to be like that, but now there's more opportunities and stuff like that. So I can say it's getting better.
Yeah.
This is a pretty big ensemble. I mean, we're talking about live instruments. There's massive live instruments elements here. How do we coordinate all of that? Because there's the idea, and then it needs to be put into a concept that's a workable concept that relates to me as the audience.
The more time we spend, that's when we create stuff. You find that if the bass guy would come and say, no, listen, I got a concept. And then we pick up from there. And then we bring in the guy that writes the lyrics, and then he would go on to whatever bass line he's playing. And, you know, so I think it's on the more time we spend together as a band rehearsing.
You see the guy that plays bass, his name is David, he's the one that organizes, he's the one that arranges the music, you know. We try to be as professional as we can, because we want our music, when people hear our music, they must say, yeah, you know what, these guys are on point. So we've got that guy that just puts the music together, and we've got the guy that writes. And
is this creative process while you guys are rehearsing, you come up with music, or is there a dedicated team that sits down, writes the music, takes it to the collective?
Anyway, anyhow.
Yes. Sometimes he writes music. Sometimes most of the time, he's the one that writes the lyrics and everything. But sometimes when we at rehearsals, we will find that, you know, one of the guys say, I've got something that I want y'all to hear. And they start playing. And when they start playing, they start saying, okay, I've got this verse or this chorus that then he wants me to sing, you know, and then he'll say, oh no, I've got this tune on this guitar, you know. So that's how we work. That's how we. Yeah.
Are your parents happy with how you're spending your time?
They're very proud of
It's
us.
supportive, man. I think they're supportive. So,
When is the album coming out? When are we working on the album? When are we going into studio and bringing it out?
We just completed a little like
An EPK.
Yeah, a little recording. You know, we recorded us in studio. We don't want to. Well, the thing is, we don't want to do what's been done already. So we're trying to, you know, touch different things instead of just doing a CD and doing the same thing. We recorded. We went in and recorded something beautiful in studio, and that's done. It's about to come out in the next week. And I mean, our first kind of launch will be at Neighbor Goods this coming Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what we're looking forward to, and doing something that's kind of never been done. We are creatives more than we are musicians. We believe we are the new
Like our name
legends.
says,
You know?
new creation, you know.
New creation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moxie, very quickly, somebody's sitting at home and saying, I've got to follow this band. I want to find out more about their gigs, upcoming events, download some pictures even, because the guys are maybe good looking, whatever. Where can they go?
you can just go on Facebook, it's New Creation, and on Twitter, it's at The New Creation. And then there you're going to find everything. We post everything, our next gig, our downloads, everything. So if you can follow our page at The New Creation, and on Facebook, it's New Creation.
And our
Then
next
you're
gig
gonna
will be
find
next week at the Food Lovers Market.
Quickly, you've got a big band. Introduce us to the band very quickly. Who's part of the members?
We got Bassi on trumpet. We got David on bass, David the arranger. We got Wanda on drums.
DK.
And yeah, that's DK right there, one of the best drum guy ever. And then we got our man Bernard on keys. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the total collective of New Creations. Guys, well, we wish you the best of luck. We're going to look forward to eventually when you drop that album. But these are the, I don't want to call them, these are the young men of New Creation, the band in studio here this morning. We've got a couple of more performances from the band coming up later in the program. If you love their sound, well, when they perform, let us know what you think. It'll be morning live at sabc.co.za. Also, don't forget, a little bit later, we're going to have a chat to the founding member of Ladysmith, Black Mambazo, Tata Joseph Shabalala will be here in studio. They've been nominated for a 20th Grammy nomination. Can you imagine? That's how long they've been in the business. We'll have a chat to him a little bit later. We'll take a break.